Today I will be predicting the Jacksonville Jaguars 2024 through 25 season and what their record will be. Before I start, I am a Jaguars fan, so just keep that in mind. Starting with the Miami Dolphins, I think this will be a really close game, back and forth, but I think the Dolphins might be able to pull this one out. I think the final score will probably be 27-24, but I hope the Jaguars can prove me wrong, but I think they will lose in week 1. Next is the Cleveland Browns. I think they win this game. They're at home, and I think this will be a pretty good game for them. Next is the Buffalo Bills. I think this will be a close game as well, but I have the Jaguars winning this one. They beat them last year, so I think they can win again. Next is the Texans in Houston. I think the Jaguars will lose that game. Houston has developed a pretty good team this season, so I think the Texans will win that one. Moving on to Week 5 against the Colts, I think the Jaguars will win this game. They swept the Colts last year, and I think they're just a better team. Moving on to the Chicago Bears. This game is in London. I think the Jaguars will win this one as well. Going to the Patriots, we know the Patriots are rebuilding, so I don't think they'll be that good this year, and the Jaguars will win that game as well. Moving on to the Green Bay Packers, I think the Jaguars will also win this game. Then to the Philadelphia Eagles, I think this is where the Jaguars' winning streak ends, and the Eagles win that game. So going into Week 10 against the Vikings, I have the Jaguars at 6-3, and I think they'll also win against the Vikings. And then moving on to the Lions, they play them in Detroit, so I think they'll lose that game. Moving on, I think they can beat the Texans at least once this year, so I think they'll win this game. Then the Titans, I also think they'll win this game. Down to the Jets, I think the Jaguars match up well against them, and I think they get another win there. Then going to the Raiders, this one is in Las Vegas, and I think the Jaguars will lose this one. Then Titans, I think they'll also lose this one. The Titans will find a way to beat them once this year. And then the Colts, I think they'll win the final game of the year. With that said, I think the Jaguars will go 11-6 this season and put them in a solid spot in the playoffs.